Greetings and well met, salutations. Yes, welcome to another edition of Excalibur. Now I wanted to make a title for this video, and that is, I was thinking of a title, but obviously because I've smoked a lot of weed, I'm very slow. Excuse me. Yes. This is going to be a long one. I'll try not to rant too much, and I'll try and let some other people speak. But before that, let me get started. Now, I was thinking of a title for this video, and the title for this video is going to be related to the Son of Man, S-O-N, as opposed to S-U-N. When I touched on this subject before, funnily enough, there was a strange YouTuber who mentioned street lamps, which I thought was interesting. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about how the connection between Ebola, swine flu, and all these coronaviruses that are now on the scenes. And what I think it is, I think it's the system. I think the system's trying to control what people think. It's trying to get people to be living in fear, because obviously not everything you read on the news is true, and I don't bother talking about this much in real life because all my family members, they're tuned into the telly, they don't understand, so I don't want to be called a crazy person, so I use this as my outlet. And touching on the subject of craziness, I much dislike a few things. I've got a few pet peeves. One of them is the idea of the word conspiracy theorist. The word conspiracy theorist is merely a term that's been coined by the system. Did I say the system enough times yet? Coined by the system to shut people down. Shut people like myself down. When people who are really, they've woken up, they're opening their eyes, and they've been brainwashed by the government. Obviously, for all the trolls out there, if you don't like what I'm saying, there's an off button. Click the off button, because I'm going to be here a while. Okay. Another thing I don't like, and that a lot of people have been brainwashed into thinking, is that the term paranoid. I truly believe paranoia is healthy when used in the right way. It's the thing that has helped us, man, survive. Because without paranoia, we wouldn't be around. And it's a word that the system's used. The sheeple that watch the X Factor, they think it's they think people like me are paranoid, but we're not paranoid. What we have is a heightened sense of awareness. And I must say, looking back, there's been a lot of idiosyncrasies and caveats that can be made in relation to those idiosyncrasies. Anyway, another thing I wanted to say is this. It's very hard for me to talk for 2 hours straight with no teeth, so forgive me. The system brainwashes people into thinking that cannabis is a bad plant, when it is actually a medicine that is naturally grown to help people. And when we don't want the system, of course, to legalise cannabis, because then they will be the people distributing it. So wake up to the philosophy of that. Would you want the government handling your cannabis? I would think not. Yeah, and like I say, the system's long been at it. The Rothschilds, all these people, you can go back hundreds of years, and the system was still controlling people, influencing people. People not thinking for themselves, all these kind of things. And yeah, it's just one of them things, It's just one of them things. And interestingly, there's a lot of people that do believe that the government are controlling people, because they are. A lot of people are being put on these SSRI drugs, of course, which what they really need is some cannabis, because SSRIs are basically poison. They are pharmaceutical shit that cause a lot more problems than they treat. Which is why I truly believe cannabis is the #1 medicine. I literally have just finished my spliff before coming on, that's why I'm going constantly. So that's just something I would add. I've obviously got a very boring, droning voice. I wouldn't be so arrogant as to presume my arrogance, of course, on the subject. And one of the things I really value is letting other people speak. Because I wouldn't possibly want to chunter for hours and hours on end about random things, jumping from topic. And as an actor, of course, even trying to copy his style is hard, because it's very hard to dart in all the places he goes. Maybe I just need to get some better weed, eh? But anyway, like I say, that's one of the things that I've noticed here. Son of Man, Excalibur, King Arthur, and yeah, it's true. The more people realise what's going on, the less people participate in plastic shite. And I'll take a bit of not Peter Stafford, what's the guy, Peter, I've forgotten his surname, but the one that's called Reality Chat. I'll copy him a bit, because in some ways my accent is more like his. And also, I'll rant about some of the things that he says, and that's stuff like all the people going out and buying the takeaways and the junk food, and they're eating the McDonald's, and they're eating the this and the that, and poisoning themselves with plastic food, and like all that shit. Because, you know what I mean? All that kind of junk. Because, you know what I mean? Actually, no, he goes, yeah, and, yeah, peace and love, of course, we want all the good stuff to be happening, yeah, yeah, they've been poisoning us with that shit again. Oh, they've been... What's been in the news oh yeah, the opioid epidemic. Obviously they want you on this addictive crap. Big Pharma, they can't get enough of giving people these addictive opioids and people eating their addictive junk food, because people need to wake up and realise what's really going on. And, yeah. So anyway guys, there's a few people in the chat. Always the usual regulars, good to see you all in there. I would list them out, but I'm just too lazy, I'm afraid. I really apologise, but when you've been in the game as long as I have, it gets very tedious reading the same names out. So you can see how much I love my subscribers for watching me sit in a dimly lit room talking absolute shit for a couple of hours. I mean, I think it's a skill to be able to fill that much hot air for that long. It takes a certain skill. So I thought I'd touch on Reality Chat, and I thought I'd touch on Excalibur. And I'm obviously dressed as Excalibur, because that's what I've opened it as. There's one more character I'm going to impersonate in this video, at least one more, and that's Gary. None other than Gary. I need a cat for this, really, in the internet cafe, that. And yeah. Oh yeah! Geometry, yeah? The other day, in Barcelona, all these people were handing out heroin to try and copy the Portuguese, yeah? trying to decriminalise the drags, you know? And at the minute, Venus and Mars, they're in that area of the galaxy. Yeah. And people like Gary Glitter feeling up kids, and that's very bad. And well, I'm just going to hide my face because I'm a paranoid fuck in an internet cafe. Yeah. That's right. Oh yeah, I'll come out with random stuff about pop music and other weird crap that other people in the chat are going to knock piss on if it's on fire. That's not the point, because I'm Gary. Gary in Barcelona. All these people on the smartphone, same with I'm going back into reality chat. All these people on the smartphones, they can't sit down at a meal without playing with their phones and all the bullshit. Oh, the system this, the system that. The system. Oh, I know, people just need to wake up. Yeah. Yeah. When my friends are talking to me, I like to say yeah. So, yeah. And then start talking about some other boring crap. Because life's awesome. Don't you know it? We'll go around in full circle, and I'll go back to being Cookie. So yeah, catchies. Ugh.